go there as I drop my pen. There we go with the great sound of Bill Doggett. Bill Doggett, that is Honky Tonk Part 2 on last 78 show. Played Part 1, but I got to welcome you to the November 7th, 2024 All 78 Vinyl Treasure Show. This beautiful day here. Actually, it's actually too hot for Johnny G. 68 degrees and sunny here in Westchester County, New York. Hopefully you got great weather where you are, but welcome you to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Sorry I'm late. A lot of things happening this week. I was behind the 8 ball when I went to Barbara's birthday party on Sunday, so that put me way behind for the 78 show, but I am here, and I think I'm all prepared here, but we opened up with a flip side from 2 weeks ago. Bill Doggett, his big hit Honky Tonk Part 1 featured it 2 weeks ago. This is Honky Tonk Part 2, just as good, if not better, than the Part 1 side. It features a great sax player there, Clifford Scott. He's the sax player from August of 1956. Bill Doggett on King Records, Sid Nathan's King record label, Honky Tonk Part 2. Well, anyway, let's continue here. Got a bunch of flip sides and some new additions here on the All 78 program, so thank you all for being here. Tell your friends about this show. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Last night's show was blocked. It was blocked for one song, a Sam and Dave song, When Something's Wrong with My Baby. They blocked the show in the majority of the world, so I had to remove that show. Unfortunately, the chat goes. So again, it could happen to any show, but let's just hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope it doesn't happen today. I shouldn't. I'm not playing any big hits. Maybe one, but it's not really. Anyway, let's open up here the vocal portion. A bunch of flip sides from a couple weeks ago. This group, I featured this group from New Haven, Connecticut 2 weeks ago called The Pyramids. Their first of two on Joe Davis's Davis record label. The song was called Any Cost. That side featured the lead of Joe Stallings. This is the flip side, a tune written by Danny Runjo Taylor, who also has a release on this Davis label, which I think I have. But this side features Roland Douglas on lead. So let's open up the vocal portion from August of 56, the same month and year that the Bill Doggett record came out. These are the Pyramids on Davis Records. The song is called Okay Baby, to open up the vocal portion.
My baby called me on the phone. She said, Daddy, I'm so all alone. So won't you please come on home, because I've been blue ever since you've been gone. I said, okay baby, oh waddy waddy, oh yeah. Okay baby, okay, oh waddy waddy, oh yeah. Okay baby, I'll be right there. And when I got home, she held me tight, and then my baby said, won't you take me out tonight? I said, okay baby, oh waddy waddy, oh yeah. Okay baby, I'll be right there. Told me a way to go, and that place is where everybody rocks and rolls. I said, okay baby, oh waddy waddy, oh yeah. Okay baby, I'll be right there. Oh, me and my baby had a whole lot of fun, and then my baby said, home here I come. I said, okay baby, okay baby, I'll be right there. Okay baby, be right back. Okay, baby, okay. Oh, waddy, waddy, oh yeah. Okay, baby, I'll be right back. Okay, baby, okay, baby.
It sounds so good on a 78, gotta say. August 1956 release there. Those are the Pyramids on Joe Davis's Davis record label, Roland Douglas. He's the lead singer on that. With this group's next release, they would back up Ruby Whittaker. Ruby Whittaker on the Mark X label. Two great sides on that Mark X 45. I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, back with I Get the Feeling. And the Davis single after the Pyramids release, Davis number 454, was by the writer of this tune. What did I say his name was? Danny Runjo Taylor. And was a song called Makina, backed with Ain't Nothing Wrong with the World. And that was Danny Runjo Taylor who wrote that tune. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon, a beautiful day here. Thank you all for tuning into the program. If you dig what Johnny G does, please give me a thumbs up and tell your friends about it. We count down the music chronologically here, especially on the 78 show. And as we go with a really early side. This one dates back to October of 1937. Was anybody in my chat room born before this record? I don't know, maybe. This group formed back in 1934, founded by 4 students attending Booker T. Washington High School in Norfolk, Virginia. And they were called on this 78 the Golden Gate Jubilee Quartet. Now, in other releases, it was just the Golden Gate Quartet. They signed with RCA, the RCA subsidiary Bluebird label. This is the B-side to the group's 3rd release on the Bluebird label. We go to October 1937 for the Golden Gate Jubilee Quartet. This is on Bluebird Records. It's called Born 10,000 Years Ago.
I was born over 10,000 years ago. Hallelujah. There ain't nothing in this world that I don't know. Hallelujah. I saw Peter, Paul, and Moses playing a ring around the roses, and I'll lick the guy that says things so. Hallelujah. I saw Noah when they built that famous ark. Hallelujah. Well, I'm that guy that climbed the boat after dark. Hallelujah. Well, I saw him when he nailed it, saw him heist it, sail it, and I'll lick the guy that says things so. Hallelujah. Well, I'm that guy what drove the mule around the world. Hallelujah. I'm that guy that drove the mule around the world. Hallelujah. First I drove him up and down and turned him around and drove him around, and then I'll lick the guy that says things so. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hallelujah. I taught Solomon how to say his ABCs. Yeah. I taught Columbus how to sail the 7 seas. Hallelujah. I taught Pope to blind Homer, showed the Britain how to whip the Romans, and I'll lick the guy that says things so. Get up. Hallelujah. I'm that guy that drove the mule around the world. Get up. Hallelujah. I'm that guy that drove the mule around the world. Hallelujah. First I drove him up and down and turned him around and drove him around, and then I'll lick the guy that says things so. Get up, get up, get up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hallelujah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hallelujah.
There you go. We open up from. So when would that really come out? Big Dave Swinger says that is actually that is a second press of that record. There you go, October 1937 on the Bluebird record label. That's the Golden Gate Jubilee Quartet on Bluebird Records with Born 10,000 Years Ago. Is their third release on the Bluebird label. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Let's continue here, and we move up 2 years to 1939. I can feature a 78 by this group from Wilberforce, Ohio on each 78 show. So you have to stay tuned for that. Now, on the last 78 show, I played one from May of 39 by them on the Vocalion label called Speak to Me. This one is from a year later, October 1939. It's the group's, actually the first release they did on the Columbia label. They had at least 50 releases on Columbia, and that's just not including the artists that they backed up that recorded for the Columbia label. Now, this song, though, dates back to 1932, first done by the Dorsey Brothers Orchestra with a vocal by Gene Bose. That came out on the Brunswick label, covered by so many. Now, on the last 78 show, I featured this song by the Ink Spots on the Decca label from April 1940. This version, a year earlier, October 39, it features the great Billy Williams on lead, October 39 release for the Charioteers. This is on Columbia Records, their rendition of the tune I'm Getting Sentimental Over You, the Charioteers.
I was just another who laughed at romance. I said it was not funny. Then you made your entrance, and right at a glance I knew this was meant to be. Never thought I'd fall, but now I hear love call. I'm getting sentimental over you. Things you say and do just thrill me through and through. I'm getting sentimental over you. I thought I was happy, I could live without love. Now I must admit love is all I'm thinking of. Won't you please be kind and just make up your mind that you'll be sweet and gentle, be gentle with me, because I'm getting sentimental.
That's the Charioteers there. Billy Williams on lead. Billy Williams with the Charioteers from October 1939. It's on the Columbia record label. I'm Getting Sentimental Over You is the name of the tune. That happens to Johnny G when I hear all these cool songs from the 1940s and early 1950s. Let's continue here. Let's move into 1940 now with this group from Hampton, Virginia, the Deep River Boys. It's on the last 78 show. I featured them along with piano player Fats Waller. Their song "By the Light of the Silvery Moon," at least their rendition of that tune, released in July of 42 on Bluebird. This is an earlier release, September 1940. It's the group's second release for Bluebird. The song written by Danny Jones, Andy Razaf, and Joe Davis. Yes, the same Joe Davis that owned that Davis label I just featured by the Pyramids. Of course, also Beacon and JD and some other labels too. Now, the Mills Brothers covered this song too for Decca in December of 1940, but this was released 3 months earlier, September 1940. Let's give a listen to the Deep River Boys on the Bluebird label. Their tune called "A Bird in the Hand," parentheses, is worth two in the bush. The Deep River Boys.
Once I had you, but I let you go, and I never knew I'd miss you so. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. I made you care, then played with romance, and called our affair was song and dance. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. In search of new love, I gave up a true love, thought I would soon forget. I'll say sincerely that I'm paying dearly. I'm filled with deep regret. Now you are gone and I'm all alone, blue and forlorn. I should have known a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Once I had you, but I let you go. I never knew I'd miss you so. Bird in the hand, worth two in the bush. Why did I ever let you go? I'm filled with deep regret. Now you are gone and I'm all alone, blue and forlorn. I should have known. Bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
There you go. They don't make records like that anymore, folks. No, they don't. There you go. The sound of the Deep River Boys. September 1940. 1940 there, the Deep River Boys on the Bluebird label, their rendition of the tune, "A Bird in the Hand is worth two in the bush." That is for sure. As we continue, let's move into 1941 now with a flipside request for listener Mark Langdale in Australia. Now, on the last show, I featured the Cabineers, group out of Cleveland, Ohio, their second release on the Decca label called "Let the Party Go On." Now, Mark requested the flip side. It again features William Westbrook on lead from November of 1941, the Cabineers. Cabineers on Decca for Mark in Australia. It's called "Sweet Louise."
You're the idol of my heart. Dear, why did we ever part? Please come back to me, my darling, so that I can explain. Sweet Louise, sweet Louise, it's only you that I love. The moon, the stars, from up above. No, it's only you I love. Every flower from a tulip to a rose, whisper that you stole my love. They nod their head from side to side and to and fro. The wind is moaning low. Sweet Louise, sweet Louise, just remember it, you I love. It's only you that I love. No, it's only you I love. Every flower from a tulip to a rose, whisper that you stole my love. They nod their head from side to side and to and fro. The wind is mourning low. Sweet Louise, sweet Louise, just remember it, you I love.
There you go. That's by request for listener Mark Langdale in Australia. That's the sound of the Cabineers, an early side there from November 1941 on the Blue Decca label. Yes, I have to agree with Darren in our YouTube chat room. The quality, the shellac quality, starting to deteriorate now. So you're going to hear it's not as pure as the other, the one we heard on the Bluebird label. Although they had more money, so they were probably able to find the. At least RCA was. A lot of the big companies, the majors, were able to get the right materials to manufacture these 78s in decent shape, but the materials weren't always there. I'm sure they had to pay more for it, so you're going to hear some crackle and whatnot. But those are the Cabineers for Mark Langdale. Sweet Louise is the name of the tune. Let's move 4 years up to 1945 now. And I mentioned in the chat room, was disappointed when I cleaned this 78 the other night that I noticed it had a crack in it. It's a bummer, but I'm still going to give it a spin here. This singer, this gal, songwriter, composer, and sometimes referred to as the First Lady of Song or Queen of Jazz, and sometimes even a Lady Ella. She was born April 25th of 1917. Where am I getting 2000? April 25th, 1917. Imagine that. And I'm talking about Ella Jane Fitzgerald. She recorded with a number of groups during her career. I mean, I didn't think it was really this many, but it is a lot. The Four Keys, the Song Spinners, the Delta Rhythm Boys, Louis Jordan and his Timpani Five, the Andy Love Quintet, the Daydreamers, the Four Hits and a Miss, the Skylarks, the Ray Charles Singers, and this group, the Ink Spots. who are on this tune, a song written by Duke Ellington, Johnny Hodges, Harry James, and Don George. Now, this was first done by Duke Ellington and his orchestra in early 1945. This version released healthcare. Not talking to healthcare at this time. This version released in March of 1945. This is Ella Fitzgerald along with Bill Kenny and the Ink Spots. March 1945. It's on the Decca record label. It's called I'm Beginning to See the Light.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went in for afterglow or candlelight on the mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark that's a four-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went in for afterglow or candlelight on the mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark that's a four-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Oh, beginning to see the light. Oh, beginning to see the light. Now that your lips say you're burning on mine, I'm beginning to see the light.
There you go, the great sound of Ella Fitzgerald along with the Ink Spots there, March 1945 release on the Decca record label, I'm Beginning to See the Light. I know my mother likes that song. She probably likes a lot of these early sides, I have to say. But anyway, let us continue here. So that was, let's do a twin spin on the Decca label. Actually, this is actually a triple play. It played the Cabineers on the Decca label. Now we just heard Ella and the Ink Spots. Let's make it a triple play here, this time with just the Ink Spots. Recently featured this song on my All 60s Soul show, as done by James Brown and his famous Flames from March of 1963 on Sid Nathan's King record label. But this song originally dates back to 1931, tune done by Russ Colombo, who co-wrote this song. Now, others who did this prior to this release by the Ink Spots, I think Billy Eckstein did it and Perry Como were prior to this release, but so many others did it after. I think I saw the last one. Does anybody know a group from 2011 called Jessica Six? Who is Jessica Six? But she covered this song in 2011. Let's give a spin to this version by Bill Kenny and the Ink Spots, April 1940. 1946. The Ink Spots on Decca and their rendition of the tune Prisoner of Love. The Ink Spots.
Alone from night to night you'll find me, too weak to break the chains that bind me. I need no shackles to remind me I'm just a prisoner of love. For one command I stand and wait now, from one who's master of my fate now. I can't escape, for it's too late now. I'm just a prisoner of love. What's the good of my caring if someone is sharing those arms with me? Although she has another, I can't have another, for I'm not free. She's in my dreams, awake or sleeping. Upon my knees to her I'm creeping. My very life is in her keeping. I'm just a prisoner of love.
What's the good of my caring if somebody else is sharing those arms with me? Though you have another, I can't have another, 'cause you see, honey, I'm not free.
She's in my dreams, awake or sleeping. Upon my knees to her I'm creeping. My very life is in her keeping. I'm just a prisoner of love.
There you go, sound of the Ink Spots there. Bill Kenny and the Ink Spots, April 1946. I don't know if my aunt was quite born yet, my Aunt Mary, that was buying the 1950s vocal group records, but those are the Ink Spots there on Decca Records, their rendition of the tune Prisoner of Love. Johnny G is your prisoner of music here for a Thursday afternoon. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the second show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight. Probably should start earlier than that with all your requests. So if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Do have some requests that I will be playing on today's show. I will tell you that. But let us continue here. And we stay in 1946. Now, when the Brown Dots had internal turmoil, actually between two of the members, Deke Watson and Jimmy Nabby, Watson would leave the group, and he was replaced by Danny Owens. And the other members of the group at the time were Pat Best, Jimmy Gordon, and Jimmy Nabby. Now, they would become, or change their name to the Sentimentalists. And in November and December of 1946, recorded for Irving Berman's Manor label. He owned the Manor record label, and he released six 78s by them in that November and December time period. Two of them were Christmas discs. Another one they backed up Savannah Churchill, and three were just R&B records by the group. This was their fourth release on the Manor label, and it features Jimmy Nabby on lead. This is from December of 1946 now, as we go to Manor Records, The Sentimentalist. Sentimentalist with I'll Close My Eyes. Wait, let me, I gotta raise my, let's raise the weight on this one here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it plays here.
I'll close my eyes.
Plays on my other set, on my other turntable here. I don't know what's wrong with this one. Sometimes they're temperamental. Let's see how it goes here.
I'll close my eyes to everyone but you, and when I do, I'll see you standing there. I'll lock my heart to any other caress. I'll never say yes to a new love affair. I'll close my eyes to everything that's gay. If you're not there to share each lovely day, and through the years, those moments when we're apart, I'll close my eyes and see you with my heart. I'll close my eyes to everything that's gay. If you're not there to share each lovely day, and through the years, those moments when we're apart, I'll close my eyes and see you with my heart.
There you go, folks. Sorry about that. Sometimes some of these turntables there, mine's usually pretty good, but not if the record is off center. Something with the skate issue with these turntables. There was a problem, although I never really had a problem with these two Technicas that I bought, Audio Technicas. But for the most part, they play the 78s pretty well, I have to say. But sometimes I have to increase the weight of the tone arm for that. But anyway, there you go. You were able to hear that one pretty decent. December 46 release, The Sentimentalists. That one there on the Manor label. Called I'll Close My Eyes, and that one there with Jimmy Nabby on lead. The group would then change their name to the Four Tunes, and all those 6 releases as the Sentimentalists, they would be re-released as the Four Tunes on the Manor record label. Johnny G here, spinning these 78s on a Thursday, a beautiful day here in Westchester County, New York, as we continue here. We are in the year 1946. This gal born July 1st of 1911 in Campty, Louisiana. Where's Campty, Louisiana? And by 1931, she would move to Los Angeles, California. She would have 2 releases on the Black and White label, which at the time was located in Los Angeles. They would later relocate to New York City. And this is her debut single. It's a song she wrote. Her name, Maggie Hathaway. And she's being backed up by her bluesmen. And now the thing with this one is, when I was cleaning this record, again, with these presses from wartime, around the wartime, they are not always, the vinyl, the shellac is not the greatest. So this one had some kind of wave in it where it looks like it's getting a crack. That is sometimes happens. So I have to handle these 78s very gingerly. It's like it's showing some signs of a crack and some seam. It's just and it's a weakness in the shellac of this disc. But we're going to give it a spin here. December 1946, Maggie Hathaway and her bluesmen on the Black and White label. It's called Here Goes a Fool.
Here goes a fool, all dressed in pain. I fell in love, yes, I'm to blame. I broke the rule, so here goes a fool. When you pass by, I want to cry. Can't you forgive, so I can live? I broke the rule, so here goes a fool. Since you are through and I'm so blue, I will pray for forgetfulness. Since I have lost, I will pay my cost in unhappiness, but nevertheless, hold back the dawn. My man is gone. I wasn't true, that's why he's through. I broke the rule, so here goes a fool. Hold back the dawn. My man is gone. I wasn't true, that's why he's through. I broke the rule, So here goes a fool. Here goes a fool.
There you go. It started off rough there, but that's that's what happens with these uneven 78s. That's Maggie Hathaway. Maggie Hathaway and her Bluesmen from December 1946. It's on the Black and White record label. I think they were out of Los Angeles, California at the time. Here Goes a Fool. She would also record with the Robins. I think she's got 2 or 3 records on the Recorded in Hollywood record label. I may have one of those. I don't know. I have to go back and check. I don't know what I got, although I can tell you that with the records here that I play on the program, I am filing them in alphabetical order, so if I need to find them at a later time, I will be able to find them. Yes, I will. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1946. I have one more from that year for this group called The Little Four. And for really an odd reason, they were called the Little Four, according to Marv Goldberg, because they were all at least 6 feet tall. But that doesn't make any sense. I know one of the guys was 5'11". Maybe that's considered short, but I don't really think so for a guy. Hey, I'm 6'1". So I guess that's pretty tall. But anyway, this group members, they were kind of older. They were in their 40s when they began recording here. The group included Charles Earl Shanks, he was first tenor, Clarence Edward Todd second tenor, George Wilson Timber baritone, and Raymond Herbert Giles, he was the bass. And this was the group's only release, came out on J. Mayo Williams' Southern label, which originated out of New York City, but then would relocate to Chicago. The tune written by group member Clarence Todd. They're accompanied by the Haynes Trio. Their only release here from 1946 was hard to read the label there, kind of faded out, but they're the Little Four on Southern Records. It's called I'll spell it first. TEE dash the letter U dash EEE triple E TUE. TUE, I think, but let's give it a spin here. The Little Four from 1946.
Sing out with a jive. Let the boogie rhythm guide. This happy rhythm is bound to keep you in the mood. So latch on, folks, come on and sing it loud but good. Get romantic if you choose. Not a moment here to lose. Just let it sing, then you holler, man alive. When you bring out with a jive. Not so long ago, everybody sang Bolero. And I remember when the head cat sang Heidi-Ho. Now the hipsters won't complain when they hear this jive again. When you swing out with the jive. With the boogie, let 'em drive. This happy race is bound to keep you in the mood. So latch on, folks, come on and sing it loud but good. Yeah.
Just imagine if you choose. Pee-wee, pee-wee, not a moment here to lose. Just let it send you, then you holler, man alive. Pee-wee, pee-wee, swing out, swing, swing, swing out, boys. The ostrich jive with you and me. Swing out, yeah, swing and say, pee-wee, pee-wee, swing out, swing, swing, swing out with a jive.
There you go with the grainy shellac there. Little Four is the name of the group. That one there from 1946. On a label called Southern Records. Southern Records T-U-E. T-U-E is the name of the tune. Johnny G spinning my 78s on a Thursday afternoon. Thank you all for being here. And we'll be here till about 4:30, maybe till 5. We'll see. I was 15 minutes late. I apologize for that. Still lots to do. I still got to finish my defensive driving course. I better get to that. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Move into 1947 now with a flip side from the last 78 show. Featured the Cats and the Fiddle with their 7th release on the Manor label. It was called Where Are You? It featured Austin Powell on lead. Austin's also doing lead on the flip side from July 1947. This is on Manor Records. The Cats and the Fiddle. It's called okay, it's called I'm Gonna Pull My Hair, parentheses, and Let My Wig Fall Down. The Cats and the Fiddle.
Gal I love is gone and left this town. Gal I love is gone and left this town. Gonna pull my hair and let my wig fall down. Since she's been gone I feel just like a clown. Since she's been gone I feel just like a clown. Gonna pull my hair and let my wig fall down.
Go. That one there going back to July of 1947. That's the Cats and the Fiddle. It's on the Manor record label. I'm going to pull my hair. I'm going to pull my hair. Wait a minute. Does it say back there? No, it says... That's what it says. I don't have much hair. I can't pull it. I'm going to pull my hair, parentheses, and let my wig fall down. Yes, that one there. That is Austin Powell on lead. Now, I'm still looking for Austin Powell and the James Quintet on the Atlantic label from June of 1952. I did not see that in Greg's collection, although I know he might have had that on a 78 only. I wasn't able to find any of Greg's 78s for some reason, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's move into 1948 now with this group from New York City. In late 1947, the group secured a contract with Paul Punner's Musicraft label, which resulted in 4 releases, all released in the year of 1948. Now, the group included Cleveland Bing, Isaiah Bing, David Bowers, there you go, isn't David in our chat room, and lead singer David King Odom. Collectively, they were known as the King Odom Quartet, and this is their third of 4 on the Musicraft record label. Let's go to June of 1948 now with the King Odom Quartet Musicraft Records. It's called Moonlight Frost.
Moonlight frost, drawing dream silhouettes on my window. Moonlight frost, silver lace formed your face in the glow. I keep wishing, star bright, please tell her your far light. Say my love is burning across the winter snow. Time goes by, on with never a hope of returning. By and by, lonely hearts may so easily stray. We can't borrow tomorrow the dreams spend today. Love can always wait till June. Come love me in the moonlight frost. Time goes by, gone with never a hope of returning. By and by, lonely hearts may so easily stray. We can't borrow tomorrow the dreams spend today. Love can always wait till June. Come love me in the moonlight frost.
There you go, the King Odom Quartet there, June 1948. That's on the Musicraft record label. Moonlight Frost is the name of the tune. That's their third of 4 on the Musicraft label. They would also record for Derby Records as the King Odom 4, and their last single, which I have featured here on the 78 show on Abbey Records from March 52, called Lucky. Yes, I have played that on a 78. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Also, tell your friends about the program. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that bell to get notifications when Johnny G goes live. You have to be signed in to YouTube. Anybody can view. You don't have to be. You don't have to sign up for a username and whatnot, but you won't be able to comment in the chat room if you don't, or give me a thumbs up or any of that. But you don't have to. It's always great to have people tune into the program either way. But let us continue here. And we got one more 78 from the year 1948, and this is the debut single for this great group from Baltimore, Maryland. Now, when this group came on the scene, I think the music started changing a little bit. This was like the change in the music from that early style, kind of early R&B, to more of a vocalization in the styles of these singers. And I'm talking about Sonny Till and the Orioles. It's the group's debut single, and only issued on a 78 on its first label, It's a Natural. And It's a Natural Records was a partnership between Jerry Blaine and Sid DeMay. And this song would be re-released on Jubilee as a 78, and then later on it came out as a 45, because I have this as a 45. Now, the song written by the group's manager, Deborah Chesler, and the song written about the daughter of Shirley Greenberg, who was the cousin to Deborah's ex-husband. So there you go. There you go with a roundabout on that. Now, the daughter's name was Barbara Lee. And I think this might have been the intended A-side, if I'm not mistaken, because most often on the group shows, the flip side is played, It's Too Soon to Know. This came out in July of 1948. Sonny Till and the Orioles on the It's a Natural label, and the song is called Barbara Lee.
My Barbara Lee, da-da-da-da, my Barbara Lee, da-da-da-da, my Barbara Lee, da-da-da, oh my Barbara Lee. Well, here comes Barbara Lee, sidling up to me, sweet as she can be, oh my Barbara Lee. When she has red big eyes that make you sympathize. When she sighs and cries, oh my Barbara Lee. She's a new kind of a baby, the kind that you would adore. She's the kind of a baby you go round in circles for. Well, she's my Barbara Lee, and she's only 3. What a break for me, oh my Barbara Lee. Bum 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 bim bum bim bum boom bum 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 beauty bum bum beauty bum bim bum, oh my Barbara Lee. Bum 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 bim bum 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 bim bum 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 beauty bum beauty beauty bum, oh my Barbara Lee. She's a new kind of a baby, the kind that you would adore. She's the kind of a baby you go round in circles for. Well, she's my Barbara Lee, and she's only 3. What a break for me, oh my Barbara Lee. Oh, my Barbara Lee.
Well, my Barbara Lee. That's the debut single for Sonny Till and the Orioles, July 1948 release, first issued on the It's a Natural label. Then you can pick it up on on Jubilee Records. Actually, my 45 plays a lot better than that 78. The Orioles there, Sonny Till on lead. The Orioles with Barbara Lee. Yes, let us continue now. And this next 78, it's on Art Roop Specialty Records out of Los Angeles, California. Now, this group consisted of Richard Beck, Robert Lee Fox, Richard Wing, and Wiseman Moon. Collectively, they were known as the Victorians, and they had a session. They held their session on August 3rd of 1949, where they recorded 4 songs for Specialty Records that released 2 records by the group. Both were released 2 years later, so they recorded in 1949, released in 1951. Now, this is their second release, written by group member Richard Beck, recorded, like I said, recorded on August 3rd of 1949, released in December of 51. Let's give a listen to the Victorians. The Victorians, this is on the Specialty label out of Los Angeles, California. It's called Naturally Too Weak for You, the Victorians.
I don't know why you treat me so mean. You know I'm yours and it's plain to be seen. The way you have done, I should say we're through. I'm just naturally too weak to be. Everyone says I'm just a fool to let you use me just like a tool. I know they're right, but what can I do? I'm just naturally too weak for you. You go to cocktail parties every day, stay out every night. Doggone you, you gave my money to other guys. Baby, do you think that's right? No, I pack my clothes 1,000,000 times, sit down and cried and changed my wearied mind. You don't want me, and I know it too. I'm just naturally too weak for you.
You go to cocktail parties every night, stay out every day. I heard you gave my money to other guys. Baby, do you think that's right? No, I packed my clothes many a time,
sit down and cried and changed my doggone mind. You don't want me, I know it too. I'm just naturally too weak for you. I'm naturally weak for you.
There you go. Those are the Victorians. Victorians from December 1951. That's their second release on Art Roop Specialty Records. Naturally Too Weak for You is the name of the tune. Actually, I've sounded pretty good on that Specialty 78. I have their other one, which is not as clean as that one there, but that one sounded pretty nice. Johnny G here, spinning my 78s, and although that was released in December of 51, I put it in the 1950 group, so we're going to stay in 1950 here with a request for listener John Cummins. And I know some of you listeners, actually, it wasn't some, it's actually quite a few that are not familiar with what was released and not released, or even released on a 45 versus a 78. So that is not known by all people, so that is okay. That's what Johnny G is for, to decipher all that. But John Cummins requested this song. Actually, he said, Johnny, this would be a good tune to play around Thanksgiving time. Well, we're really not quite into Thanksgiving, although it's already November 7th, so we are getting there. So we'll call this our Thanksgiving record of the day. And I have it on a 78. This one did not come out on a 45, so we're going to play it today. It's a pre-Thanksgiving song, as done by the Robins. Now, Johnny Otis would sign with Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records in late 1949, and all the acts that Johnny was recording with, they kind of moved over to the Savoy record label. You know, acts like Little Esther and maybe Mel Walker, I think, and this group, the Robins. And he's a Johnny Otis Orchestra backing them up on this, on the Savoy label. And this is their third release on the Savoy label. It features the bass lead of Bobby Nunn. Let's go to February of 1950. We'll send it out to John Cummins. The Robins on the Savoy label. It's called Turkey Hop Part 1. This is the vocal.
Turkey hop, the turkey hop. Boy, when you start, you don't want to stop. If you want to be slick, you will grab a chick, then do the turkey hop and never stop. You want the blue, you learn to do turkey hop. Poke out your chest, pull in your neck, and your knees will do the rest. Let's do the turkey hop, do the turkey hop. Boy, when you start, you won't want to stop. If you want to be slick, you will grab a chick, then do the turkey hop and never stop. That's what I'm talking about. Turkey hop!
There you go, by request for listener John Cummins, the sound of the Robins there. That's Bobby Nunn on lead, the Robins. That's with the, that's Johnny Otis and the orchestra there providing the instrumentation. February 1950 release, Turkey Hop Part 1 on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey. Now, the flip side is I think it's the same song, but an instrumental. of that. So Big Dave Swinger is saying maybe in a couple weeks as we get, I don't know if I don't think, I definitely wouldn't be doing the show on Thanksgiving, but I don't know if that's a week off. I think it is one of the weeks off. I will not be back for 2 weeks. I got someplace to go next Thursday, but I'll be back the following Thursday, which will not be Thanksgiving, I don't think, unless I'm losing my mind. If it is on that week, I got to see, because then I'll definitely do the show on the Friday. I might do something on Friday anyway to just play some rare records, so we'll see. Thursday, a no-no, though. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as this group first recorded for the Regal label back in 1949. Then they had two wait a minute. They had two on the Regal label, that is correct. The group was called the Magic Chords, with their next release, which I do have on a 78, and I think I featured it here, maybe on one of the first shows, on the Marlowe label, released in 1950, a song called If I Didn't Love You Like I Do. But then for some reason, the record was re-released 2 years later, 1952, they called the group the same, the Magic Chords, but came out on the Tritone label. So I don't know if a label owner put it out on another label he created and they tried to make it a hit, and they changed the title completely. Okay, it's a lyric to the song, but it first came out in 1950 as If I Didn't Love You Like I Do, and the second time it came out, Why Feel This Way About You, asking the question. So let's play the second issue of it. Originally released in 50, this is originally recorded in 1950 for the first time and released in 50, then came out in 52. This is on the Tritone label. They're called the Magic Chords. Why Feel This Way About You, the re-release.
I try to tell you from day to day what's in my heart, dear, but words could not say. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? I go to bed now round about 10, dream of your kisses and wake up again. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? On the radio they are playing a little on the lonely side. That's how I feel without you. And you know that loneliness is hard to hide. I'll in my letter, there's nothing new. I miss you, darling, you know that I do. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? On the radio they are playing a little on the lonely side. I don't know why, that's how I feel without you. And you know that loneliness is hard to hide. Darling, I'll in my letter, there's nothing new. I miss you, darling, you know that I do. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? If I didn't love you like I do.
like that tune there. Spence sold me the first copy that I had on the Marlowe label. That's the second re-release of the song there, the Magic Chords. That's a 52 release on the Tritone label. Why Feel This Way About You? They changed it around, so there had to be a reason. They said, well, that's the catchy verse of that song. I don't know about that, but let us continue here. And we are in the year 1951, and this is a flip side from the last 78 show. This group out of Charlotte, North Carolina, known as the Four Knights, featured their second release on the Capitol label. It was called Walkin' and Whistlin' Blues. And let's flip it over here before it goes back down in the no humidity basement. This is with Gene Alford on lead. July 1951, as the shellac gets nice and smooth. The Four Knights on the Capitol label. It's called Who Am I? The Four Knights.
Who am I to tell a rose how beautiful to grow? But I'm the one to tell you you're the sweetest one I know. Who am I to tell a bird what melody to sing? But I'm the one to tell you you're like a song of spring. Who am I to tell a star just where and when to shine? But I thank my lucky star for guiding your heart to mine. Who am I to tell the sky to change from gray to blue? But I'm the one to tell the world that I'm in love with you. Do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Who am I to tell a rose how beautiful to grow? But I'm the one to tell you you're the sweetest one I know. Who am I to tell a bird what melody to sing? But I'm the one to tell you you're like a song of spring. Who am I to tell a star just where and when to shine? But I thank my lucky star for guiding your heart to mine. Who am I to tell the sky to change from gray to blue? But I'm the one to tell the world that I'm in love with you. That I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
As July 1951 release there, the Capitals, especially the promos, that's not a flexi though, plays really, really nice. The Four Knights there, that's Gene Alford on lead from July 51. Who Am I is the name of the tune. I am your disc jockey for a Thursday, Johnny G. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures at AOL.com. That is the contact for me. We talk about anything here. Thank you all for the emails that I get each and every day about the program and about your requests. Love talking about the collecting hobby. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue with the flip sides from the last 78 show. This trio out of Chicago, Illinois, they were known as the Big Three Trio, featured their first release on the OK record label. Violent Love was the name of the tune. That is a violent title. Now, the group included Leonard Caston, Ollie Crawford, and Willie Dixon, who wrote this song and is also doing lead. This is from July 51 on OK Records, the Big Three Trio. The song is called Lonesome.
and gone. I miss your loving fine carrying on. But now, baby, I won't be lonesome no more. But since you left me, ain't gonna cry. Got a new baby close by my side. But now, baby, I won't be lonesome no more. I wish you luck, babe. See you again. Always remember I'll be your friend. But now, baby, I won't be lonesome no more. But now, baby, I won't be lonesome no more.
Yeah, bluesy number here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. The Big Three Trio is the name of the tune. You know, they go way back, but this is their first for OK Records. I don't know if this is on a 78, a 45. Some of their releases, I have two of their records on a 45, not this one though. July 1951, the Big Tree Trio, Lonesome is the name of the tune. That is Willie Dixon who wrote that tune, and he's also doing lead. I guess from this point on, I think all the records I'm playing I do have on a 45. I'm trying to think, maybe not, but I will let you know. I know I have this next 78 on a 45, although I don't know if it's as clean as this. And it's a flip side from last week. We are in the year 1952. I featured the Royals, this great group out of Detroit, Michigan, their fourth release on Sid Nathan's federal label called I'll Never Let Her Go. That was featuring a raspy Hank Ballard on lead. The flip side features Charles Sutton on lead, with I think a little help from Henry Booth. He's on this too, from September 52. Let's give a listen to the Royals. The Royals on the federal label. This is the Gold Top Federal. It's called A Love. Got that right? Yes. A Love in My Heart. The Royals.
I've missed you so since we've been apart. I'm beginning to start. Oh, I've needed you so since that time ago. I'm beginning to know I've got that feeling in my heart that we could live not apart. Love's flame is dying out. Please come back and kindle the spark. Still I moonlight. Yes, if we could live not far apart, love's flame was dying out. Please come back and kindle the spark. Still I know that we should never be apart. I'm beginning to start.
I gotta say, it sounds really nice on a 78, better than the 45. I have that on a 45 too. That's the sound of the Royals there. That is mainly Charles Sutton on lead there. You heard the in the change in the voice. That was Henry Booth that came in September 1952. That's on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. A Love in My Heart is the name of the tune. East End Mark, that's great. You got that in your 78 collection, I would say. As we continue here. In 1952, how about a twin spin on Sid Nathan's Federal record label? They were located out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Of course, he also had the great King and Deluxe labels. Great labels to collect if you're starting to do a collection, I will have to say. But this is a duet. This is Lillian Bell George, who also recorded as Little Greenwood, and Little Willie, who is really Willie Littlefield. And they're being backed up by a vocal group called the Four Jacks. This is from June of 1952. This is a twin spin on the Federal record label, Little Greenwood and Little Willie. It's called Monday Morning Blues, June 52 release.
Now Monday morning is when we said goodbye. Monday morning is when we said goodbye. So bad about it, I couldn't do a thing but cry. You know I love you, yes I love you, and no one else will do. You know I love you, yes, I love you, and no one else will do. There's no doubt about it, without you life is blue. We didn't have to break up just 'cause we had a spare. Believe I'm really sorry, I was talking through my hat. No use of crying, no use of crying. That's what they said to me. But what can I do about it? My heart's in misery. Monday morning
had duets here on the 78 show. There you go. It's a twin spin also on the Federal record label, Sid Nathan's Federal Records there. That's June 52 release. Little Greenwood and Little Willie Littlefield there. Monday Morning Blues is the name of the tune, being backed up there by the Four Jacks, faintly in the background there. And the Four Jacks had their own releases on the Federal record label, some cool tunes that they do. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. This is the second show of the week here. We do this show every other week. I just didn't have time to prepare. If I didn't have half the things I have to do outside of record collecting, I would be able to do this show every week, but unfortunately I do not. Have one more 78 from the year 1952. This is a great group out of North Carolina and a favorite here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's a great two-sider too. We're going to send this one out to listener Jack Saperstein. He's tuned into the program today. And this is on Bess Berman's Apollo Records out of New York City. Now, they first recorded on Apollo as the Southern Harmonaires, but then with their next release, they changed their name to the Larks, and this mentions on the label it features Eugene Mumford on lead. We go to February of 1952 with the sound of the Larks on Apollo Records. It's called In My Lonely Room.
In my lonely room, my thoughts return to the things we used to do, and in my heart comes a haunting refrain. Please tell me, am I to blame? In my lonely room, our dreams have passed like the smoke out of the blue, and all that's left is a memory of you. Please tell me, what can I do? The things we used to do linger in my heart. You said that we were through right from the start. Now I can't go on dreaming of you, so there's nothing left to do but cry. In my lonely room, the memories are too hard for me to bear. And when I found out that you didn't care, I cried in my lonely room. The things we used to do linger in my heart. You said that we were through right from the start. Now I can't go on dreaming of you, so there's nothing left to do but cry. In my lonely room, the memories are too hard for me to bear. And when I found out that you didn't care, I cried in my
Yes, Memories of the Time Capsule show there. That's where I heard that song the first time. Got to say hello to Joe Marchesani. Also, we'll send this one out to Jack Saperstein, February 1952. That's Eugene Mumford and the Larks on the Apollo record label. In My Lonely Room is the name of the tune. I have that on a 45. Doesn't play as nice as that. And it was Greg Surik sold me that that 45 anyway. As we continue here, and let's move into 1953. This is a flip side from the last 78 show. Let's go to Harlem, New York now. For this group called the Four Bells, featured the ballad side of their first release on Jack Bergman and Sol Bolton's Gem Records. Played the song Please Tell It to Me. And this is the flip side. It's a jump. It's with the Blues Express Orchestra from June of 1953. They're called the Four Bells. The Four Bells on Gem. It's called Long Way to Go. The Four Bells.
You got a long ways to go. 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 You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. Well, the hens in the barn laid by the clock. The rooster looked up and said, baby, don't stop. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. Well, the buzzard and the eagle, they took a flight. The buzzard turned around and said, nothing inside. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. Well, I told my baby I was gonna wait. She didn't even budge, but I heard him say, you got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go. You got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. Well, I listened last night at my neighbor's door. I heard somebody say, let's try it once more. You got a long ways to go. Well, you got a long ways to go. Well, you got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in. You got a long ways to go. Well, 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 you got a long ways to go and a short time to make it in.
June 1953 release there for the Four Bells. The Four Bells on the Gem record label. What did I say? That was their first release on the Gem record label. Long Way to Go. And they're saying ways. They put it way. They're going long ways to go, and then they got way on the label there. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1953 now. On the last few 78 shows, I've been featuring sides by Johnny Moore's Three Blazers, and their releases, at least on Leon Renee's exclusive label out of California, and those records were led by Charles Brown, kind of like a lounge singer, the kind of laid-back style of Charles Brown. But the group also recorded for the Bahari Brothers Modern record label, and this time they have Frankie Irvin on lead. Probably, I have to say, really best known for his lead with the group The Shields. They do a classic, came out on the Tender and also Dot record label from 1958 called You Cheated, which I have featured here on a 78, by the way. But Irvin first recorded for the Mercury label going back to March of 1951, and also as Frank Evans on the Federal label. Which brings us to this release, which came out in August of 1953 on the Modern label. Johnny Moore's Three Blazers with Frankie Irvin on lead. The tune is called Dragnet Blues.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blues you are about to hear is true. My woman has left me. I'm her lover. My job is to find her.
Yes, this story is true. Only my baby have made a change. Yes, this story is true. Only my baby have made a change. Well, she's a married woman, so I'll have to withhold her name. Now she left me round midnight, and the stars were shining up above. Yes, she left me round midnight, and the stars were shining up above. Hello, Sam Weekly. I have a worry for my baby's love. Now I'm casting a dragnet for my baby, and I don't even have a dime. Yes, I'm casting a dragnet for my baby, and I don't even have a dime. Well, she left me without a warning, and that's a low down dirty crime.
Yeah, call the lawyers on that. Frank Shingaro mentions that they were sued. Somebody mentioned that they were sued for this. I guess from the Dragnet TV show. You know, it's always good to kind of connect to other things so people associate records with other things that they're doing. But anyway, there you go. That's Johnny Moore's Three Blazers. From where I lost my place, August 1953. That's Frankie Irvin on lead there. On the Modern record label, Dragnet Blues is the name of the tune. The flip side's pretty nice too, so we'll play that one on the next 78 show. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Shows. Fill a request for listener George Chestnut, and I'm also going to send this one out to Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat because I think he likes this tune. This great group out of Harlem, New York. This is their second release for George Goldner's Rama record label. Some say this was the first one of the first songs to cross over to the pop charts. It's the group's second of 6 on the Rama label. It features a Daniel Sonny Norton on lead. Let's go to May of 1953 for The Sound of the Crows. The Crows on the Rama label. This is on a 78. It's for George Chestnut. We'll also send it out to Bill in our YouTube chat room. The Crows with their classic song entitled G.
Love that girl.
Oh, 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 gee, my oh, gee. Well, oh, oh, gee. Oh, I love that girl.
Love that
girl. Oh, 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 please listen to me. Hey, 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 my plea. Oh, I love that girl.
Love that girl.
Hold me, baby, squeeze me. Never let me go. I'm not taking chances because I love her so. Oh, 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 gee. Yes, I love her. Yes, I need her. Oh, I love that girl.
Love that girl. Baby, squeeze me, never let me go. I'm not taking chances, cause I love her so.
My OG, well, OG, my OG. Oh, I love that girl.
Love that girl.
Oh, 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 please listen to me. Hear my plea. Oh, I love that girl.
Love that girl.
Why I love that girl.
Classics here on the 78 edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for George Chestnut. Would also send it out to Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Crows. That's Daniel Sonny Norton on lead. Their second release on George Goldner's Rama Records. Issued in May of 53. G-E-E. Of course, Goldner would name a label after, I think after this song, it would have to be G Records, or they did, I don't know which one came first. I guess the song came first before the label. I guess. I didn't check. But, I remember when my aunt, she would buy those the Art LeBeau Oldies But Goodies LPs with the compilation LPs. So I heard the record, and it was like slower. They slowed it up. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they thought this was too fast. I don't know. But on some of the reissues, I think the Roulette reissue they put out, at least the one I bought in the 70s, was too slow. Anyway, Johnny G not being slow here for a Thursday afternoon. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all those of you that have subscribed to the Vinyl Treasure Show. We continue here for this gal, originally from Champaign, Illinois. She was born November 11 of 1920. First recording for Sid Nathan's Queen label. I think she was singing behind the Bull Moose Jackson and his orchestra in December of 1945. She also has releases on the Decca label in the mid-1940s, then recording for RCA with Lucky Melinder and his orchestra, with a ton of releases. She ended up back with Sid Nathan's King label, and this is one of her releases on the King label from February 1953. Now, this is an answers song. I know some of you are familiar with the Five Royale song, Baby Don't Do It. A song, Baby Don't Do It, by the Five Royales. Well, this is the answer to that song from February of 1953. Miss Anestine Allen. Anestine Allen on Sid Nathan's King record label. And the answer tune, it's called Baby, I'm Doing It.
Baby, why do you think what I say ain't true? You've got a lot of nerve to think that we ain't through. And without me, pretty baby, you won't even have a crumb to eat. I've been listening to that jive that you gave your all to me. All I ever got from you was an empty stocking hanging on my Christmas tree. Now that I'm leaving you, pretty baby, where will your next meal be? I told you that I loved you, but that was long ago. When I was young and simple, didn't have the sense to know. So I'm doing it, 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 I'm doing it. Now that I'm leaving, pretty baby, where will your next meal be? I know I said I love you, I love you, love you, love you so, but you ain't gonna hear those sweet words no more. And without me, pretty baby, you won't even have a crumb to eat. I'm never gonna say I'll change my mind, 'cause if I do, I know I'll be lying. Now I'm leaving, pretty baby, where will your next meal be? I told you that I love you, and that was long ago. When I was young and simple, didn't have the sense to know. So I'm doing it, 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 and I'm glad. And without me, pretty baby, your life's gonna be mighty sad.
Answer tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Anestine Allen's her name, answering the Five Royale song, Baby Don't Do It, with Baby I'm Doing It, February 1953, Sid Nathan's King record label. As we continue here, we are in the 1953 block, and let's send this one out to listener Julian McCroy, because he requested this. I don't know if it was on a 78, but I was looking for the 45. It wasn't filed, but I saw the 78 in the box, and I said, well, I'll play it on the 78 show. This singer from Kansas City, Missouri, born May 16th of 1911, was active until his death on November 24th of 1985. He goes way back to 1939, recording for the Vocalion label, but also on many other labels during his long career. Decca and Decca and National come to mind. Have a bunch of releases on there. Also many other labels like Imperial and Aladdin and Freedom, Swing Time, MGM, Excelsior. And then with most of his, I guess his better known, or I don't want to say better known, but rock and roll records, I guess, with the Atlantic label. Many listeners are familiar with his Atlantic releases, and which he signed with the label back in 1952. This was his 7th of 26 for the Atlantic record label. We'll send it out to Julian McCroy, December 53. Joe Turner and his Blues Kings. Is that how it says it there? Yeah, his Blues Kings on the Atlantic record label. It's called Okie Shimoki Shabop. This is for Julian McCroy.
Great big town. Well, I'm from the country, baby. Just blowed up into your great big town. Don't try to hide me, baby. what you've been putting down. Well, you know I know you, baby. You from Oakshire Pop. Yes, you know I know you, baby. You from Oakshire Pop. Well, it ain't no city, honey, just a little old whistle stop. Oh, now you remember me, baby. Please don't hold me so tight. Say now you remember, baby. Please don't hold me so tight. You know we're standing on the corner, and it might not look just right. Don't you? Baby, okay, me and you. Been a long time since I carried your books to school. Yeah, it's been a long time, baby, since I carried your books to school. We used to have so much fun riding home on Grandpa's mule. Now I step into my roadmaster, baby. This time we're gonna ride in class. Yeah, step into my roadmaster, baby. This time we're gonna ride in class. We're gonna talk about the future and forget about the past. Don't run smooth, baby, V8
As December 1953 release there for Joe Turner, Big Joe Turner, and his Blues Kings. That one there on the Atlantic. That's his 7th release for the Atlantic label. Okie Shimoki Shabop is the name of the tune. We'll send that one out to Julian McCroy in our YouTube chat room. He says that the 45 is faster. I have this 45. I should compare them. Anyway, Johnny G here. We are kind of plowing through these 78s. Let's move into 1954 now. And I have this on a 45 too. But this is a nice flexi 78 as we head to New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a rare 45 on the Imperial label. And the tune written by, well, no, this tune is not written by, I don't think it is. Written by the group members, and they're called the Pelicans. Now, this group would later record as the Kids with 2 Ds, the Kids on the Imperial, on Imperial, yeah, and on Post Records. This is from August of 54. This is a cool flexi disc, the Pelicans on Imperial. The song is called Chimes.
The bells are ringing throughout the coming year. My darling, I love you and wish that you were here. Do you remember the thing you told me, darling? I'll always love you. Chapel, and we'll listen to the chiming of the bell. Remember what you said on that moonless night, darling. I was wrong, and you chapel and we'll listen to the chiming of the band. Ding dong. Well, ding 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 dong 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Do you remember the thing you told me, darling? I'll always love you, no matter what you do. So meet me in the chapel and we'll listen to the chiming of the band.
As August 1954 release there for the Pelicans. The Pelicans on the Imperial record label, their tune is called Chimes. These Flexi 78 sounds so great on the Audio-Technica system here, at least on my system here. And I have that on a 45. It's a 4-figure record for if you want the 45, but the 78s, they play so much better than the 45. This group again evolved into the Kids that recorded for Imperial and Post Records. That Imperial release by the Kids is another 4-figure 45. Johnny G here on a Thursday. We are in the year 1954. Let's go back out to Los Angeles, California, to the Bahari Brothers Flair record label for a flip side play by the Flairs. It's their 5th release on the label. I played the side called You Were Untrue, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Richard Berry. He also co-wrote the flip side of the 45. And this is from May of 1954. These are the Flairs on the Flair label. The song is called Baby Wants.
My baby wants, well, baby wants, yes, baby wants, baby wants daddy to love all night. I've got mama so sweet, loving can't be beat. Mama likes to love all night. When her daddy gets to loving all right, and baby wants, well, baby wants, yeah, baby wants, baby wants daddy to love all night. I hug mama so close, she says daddy let go. When I let mama go, so I'm running back for a little bit more. And I hold mama so tight, squeeze with all my might. Mama, she likes it, it seems, 'cause all she do is break down and scream. Baby wants, well, baby wants, yeah, baby wants, baby wants daddy to love all night. Wow, baby wants, yeah, baby wants, my baby wants, baby wants daddy to love all night. Mama gets on her knees, beg me, daddy, please, don't do this to me. Your loving about to be the death of me. And baby wants, oh, baby wants, yeah, baby wants, baby wants daddy to love all night.
Yeah, the sound of the Flairs here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, their 5th release on the Bahari Brothers Flair record label. That's Baby Wants from May of 1954. That is Richard Berry on lead. Julia McCrory mentions the falsetto in the background, Cornell Gunther. You hear him in the background there. Baby Wants is the name of the tune. Johnny G wants you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, so please consider doing that if you have not done so already. I know many of you tuned into the program have, so thank you for that, as this show explodes each and every week. So thank you all for being here. This is the second show of the week. It's our 78 show, and I haven't seen the Copyright Police out yet. Let's just hope they stay away on the Vinyl Treasure show. Let's do another flip side from the last 78 show. I featured this gal, Lorraine Ellis, being backed up by the Crows, we heard earlier with their tune called G. Well, they backed up this gal, Lorraine Ellis, on her rendition of the tune Perfidia. It was with, Ray Barrow and his orchestra. Well, let's give a listen to the flip side if you have ever heard the flip side. And what made me want to play this is because it mentions piano in the title, and I thought of Lenny G in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip over Perfidia by Lorraine Ellis and the Crows. I don't think there's no group on the flip side here, but it's a cool R&B tune she does. April 1954. This is on the Yellow and Green label, G Records. And I have this on a 45, but let's flip over the 78. Lorraine Ellis on G with Piano Player. Play a Tune. We'll send it out to Lenny G. We'll send that one out to Lenny G. That's the sound of Lorraine Ellis, April 1954 release. It's on George Goldner's G record label. This one also released on the Bullseye label. And no group backing her up on this. Piano player, play a tune is the name of the tune. Johnny G here as we are on the last page here. And I was 15 minutes late, no less. But let us continue here. We are in the year 1955 now. Let's go back out to the West Coast. Let's go to Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller's Spark record label. For the sound of the Robins featured the flip side of this. On the last 78 show, a song called If Teardrops Were Kisses. That was their third release on the Spark record label. Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room requested the cool up-tempo flip side, which great two-sided 45, I have to say. Now, If Teardrops Were Kisses featured Carl Gardner on lead. The flip side here features Grady Chapman from January 1955. Let's give a listen to the Robins on the Spark label, going out to Frank Chingaro. The song is called What Do You Want? The Robins.
I don't want no flashy car. What do you want? Don't want no caviar. What do you want? Don't want to be no movie star. What do you want? Bida-bida-do, bida-do-de. What do you want? I don't want no airplane. What do you want? Don't want no house in Spain. What do you want? Don't want to drink no pink champagne. What do you want? Bida-bida-do, bida-do-de.
You don't want this, you don't want that, tell me why. You've got plenty of money.
Yeah, but I want something money can't buy. What do you want? I don't want no motorboat. What do you want? Don't want no cashmere coat. What do you want? Here's a story you can quote. What do you want? I just want a little girl to love. A jug of wine. No, no, no. A silver mine. No, no, no. The moon to shine. No, no, no. What do you want?
You don't want this, you don't want that, tell me why. You've got plenty of money.
Yeah, but I want something money can't buy. What do you want? I don't want no motorboat. What do you want? Don't want no cashmere coat. What do you want? Here's a story you can quote. What do you want? I just want a little girl to love. Be-da-be-da-do, be-da-do-de. Be-da-be-da-do, be-da-do-de. Be-da-be-da-do, be-da-do-de. Be-da-be-da-do, be-da-do-de.
As January 55 release there, that's Grady Chapman on lead with the Robins there from on Spark Records from January 55. That's their third release on the Spark label by request for listener Frank Chingaro. What Do You Want is the name of the tune, also covered by the Charms Do It on Deluxe Records. And that one there for Frank Chingaro. He's one of the co-hosts of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade along with Gordon Skadberg. That is on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 6 on Hofstra Radio, WRHU-FM 88.7 on your dial. Also streaming live on WRHU.org. So if you like this type of music, tune into that program this coming Sunday, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. Johnny G here on a Thursday, spinning these 78s here. And this is another Flexi 78. We are in the year 1955. We go to the Bronx, New York. And this group, I played last week called The Starlings. This was on Sidney Siegel's Dawn record label, their second release. And a great jump tune. The song called I Gotta Go Now, that featured Larry Gales on lead. The flip side features Bill Lindsay on the lead. This is a ballad from March of 1955 on the Dawn record label, another Flexi 78. The Starlings with Aloo Aloo.
Waloo, 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 waloo.
What's new are just the stars in your eye, a lovely portrait of you that makes my temperature rise. And you are like the stars up above. To you I give all my love. What's new is my love for you. What's new are just the stars in your eyes. They shine like the ones in the sky. And you, yes, I have a heartache for you. Can I be truer to you? What's new is my love for you.
Yeah, there you go. That's the sound of the Starlings there. That is Bill Lindsay on lead. He was in a number of groups there. He's a member of the Starlings' March 1955 release. That's on Sidney Siegel's Dawn record label. That's their, what did I say? Their second release on the Dawn record label. And that's a nice flexi disc. You know what I wanted to say was, Bags Unlimited, will you please put a lip on the 78 sleeves? They are a pain in the butt to open up. There's no like lip there, so when you try to, here I am struggling to put the 78s back in the sleeves here, you know, so I could show you the records, and I can't get it open. So, you know, you got a lip on your the 45 sleeves. Put a lip on the damn 78. There's like no lip. There's no lip on this damn thing. And I can't get it open quick enough. And I'm working under time here. So I don't know. Some people, they just don't have common sense. But anyway, I digress. Maybe they don't have the machine to do it. Or maybe when they cut it, they said they were getting new green sleeves back. But what a pain in the neck. Make these old style sleeves back. Look at the lip on this. See the lip? See that lip? It's easy to insert. I want it easy, not hard. Anyway, I hate complaining. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1955. This great group out of Harlem, New York. This is on the Josie record label. That's Jerry Blaine's Josie Records. This group formed by Earl Carroll, what they were first called the Carnations, I think. I don't know if they were recorded, though, as the Carnations. Their soon-to-be manager, Esther Navarro, recommended they change their name. to a luxury General Motors car called a Cadillac. I used to love driving my DTS Cadillac versus this Honda that I'm driving. But anyway, and then the rest is history for the group. This is their third release on the Josie record label, a song I first heard on the Gus Gossard Show. This was the kind of music that Gus was playing back in the early 1970s. This was Jesse Powell and the orchestra, the great Earl Carroll on lead. Great two-sided. If I say 45, it's a mistake. Great two-sided 78. From January 55, out of Harlem, New York, the great sound of the Cadillacs on the Josie label. The song is called No Chance. The Cadillacs.
Shooby-dooby-doo-wop, doop-doo-wop, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, doop-doo-wop, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, doop-doo-wop, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, doop-doo-wop, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, doop-doo-wop, shoop.
Well, I couldn't be so good to you if you'd be good to me. I could be so good to you if you'd be good to me. But every time I'm good to you, you treat me miserably. You give me no chance, no chance, no chance, no.
Come on, give me one chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no.
Come on, give me one chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no. Well, you could have my everything if you just say the word. You could have my everything if you just say the word. But you're a little fickle thing, free as any bird. You give me no chance, no chance, no chance, no.
Come on, give me that chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no.
Come on, give me one chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no. Of me, I have to put you down. But if you make a fool of me, I have to put you down. But you ain't never seen no fool till I start fooling round. I'll give you no chance, no chance, no chance, no.
Come on, give me one chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no.
No chance, chance.
No chance, no chance, no chance, no.
That's a great sound. Grainy press there for that 78. The great sound of the Cadillacs out of Harlem, New York, January 55 release. It's on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. No Chance is the name of the tune. Earl Carroll, the great Earl Speedo Carroll, although he wasn't Earl Speedo Carroll yet with that release, I don't think so. No Chance is the name of the tune. The flip side's nice too, a song called Sympathy, as we continue here. And let's go up to Chicago now. This is Al Benson's Blue Lake record label. Now, I have the 45 of this. It was Jerry Diaz. I think he sold it to me. It was a four-figure record, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's dropped down a little bit in price. I'm not sure. But the last time I played this was for the late George Tompkins. He requested this the last time I played it. This is on Blue Lake Records, and the group is called the Maples, but they're really not the Maples. They're really the Five Chances, and they're backing up a singer by the name of Kenneth Childers, who was paying for his own session to record this. So the Five Chances, I think they were in the studio at the time, so they said, we'll back you up on this. So that's what happened with this. It's from April of 1955. This is on Al Benson's Blue Lake record label. Let's give a listen to the Maples. The Maples on Blue Lake Records. It's called I Must Forget You.
I know that I must forget you, darling. It won't be so easy to do. Oh no, I know that I must forget you, whatever I do. Oh, you smiled as you left me forsaken. You laughed at the tear in my eye. Oh, darling, it was a sad day to awaken to tell you goodbye. Oh, I must forget those many nights I held you here in my arms, and I must forget this way that I feel. My heart, our love and your charms. Oh yes, I know that I must forget you. It won't be so easy to do. Oh no, I know that I must forget you, whatever I do. Whatever I do. Oh, now that you've gone, I can see that you never really tried. Oh no, I must forget this way that I feel. Can I forget that you lied? Say, I know God knows that I must forget you, and I know He'll help me too. Oh yes, I know that I must forget you, whatever I do. I know I must forget you.
As April 1955 release there for the Maples. They're called the Maples, but in reality, the background group of the Five Chances, backing up singer Kenneth Childers there. I Must Forget You is the name of the tune. The first time I heard that was through Jerry Diaz. He played it over the phone for me on the 45. Of course, I said, I want it. So he mailed it, and I paid him for it. Jerry was not cheap to deal with, I will tell you that much. Let's continue here and move into 1956 now. We go to Oakland, California. This is a flip side from the last 78 show. They recorded two for Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label out of Los Angeles, California. And this was the... I played their second release on the last week's show called You Are an Angel. Listener Casey Hines in Paris asked for the flip side of this. Again, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Huey Roundtree. We go to July of 1956. Let's give a listen to The Pipes. The Pipes on the Dutone record label. For Casey, it's called I Love the Life I Live.
baby, this is what you got to give. You got to give. I live and I love and I love the life I live. Hey, I live and I love and I love the life I live. Well, if you want me, baby, this is what you got to give. You got to give. You got to give me all your loving. I'm making lovey-dovey. You got to be real true to me. Cause if you want me, baby, and I don't mean no maybe, you got to be real true to me. Cause I love you, baby, that you can plainly see, plainly see. I'm making lovey-dovey, you got to be real true to me. Cause if you want me, baby, and I don't mean no maybe, you got to be real true to me. Cause I love you, baby, that you can plainly see, plainly see. I live and I love and I love the life I live. I live and I love and I love the life I live. Well, if you want me, baby, this is what you got to give. You got to give. Oh, this is what you got to give. Yeah. Oh, this is what you got to give. Oh, this is what you got to give. Oh, this is what you got to give. Well, if you want me, baby, this is what you got to give. You got to give.
Yeah, sounding good on a 78 there. The sound of the pipes, that second release on Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label. That's Huey Roundtree on lead. He also wrote the tune there. That's by request for listener Casey Hines, July 56. The Pikes with I Love the Life I Live is the name of the tune. Well, Johnny G definitely loves to play the 45s and 78s for you, the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners, so thank you all for being here. If you're digging on these tunes, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll be back on a Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. for the 50s and early 60s. I'll be playing them chronologically here, but we are in the 1956 block. Here's a flip side 78 from 2 weeks ago. This is on Chris Ford's Tuxedo record label. This is from May of 56. The artist was Don Bruce, and the Four Beats featured the song Love Leads a Fool on the Tuxedo record label, and this Chris Ford also owned the Minute label. And let's flip it over here before we file it back down in the No Humidity basement. May 1956, the flip side of Love Leads a Fool. It's called Let's Start All Over Again. This is Don Bruce and the Four Beats.
You're standing right there, all packed and prepared to say farewell to our love affair. It's hard to believe you're ready to leave, knowing how much I care for you. On someone else's advice, don't break up our life. Who's wrong or who's right doesn't matter tonight. On down bending knees, I'm begging you, please, unpack all your things and let's start all over again. On down bending knees, I'm begging you, please, unpack all your things and let's start all over again.
Yeah, it's a nice ballad. Both sides ballads on that 78 there. I have the 45 too. I think I paid $300 for the 45 of that, but it's not easy to find. That's Don Bruce and the Four Beats on Chris Ford's Tuxedo record label, May 1956 release. Let's Start All Over Again, the flip side of Love Leads a Fool. You saw me struggling with that darn sleeve. As you know, I not that I don't have patience. I have patience to a certain point, but let us continue here. And here is a flip side request from 1956. Actually, I opened the last 78 show with the flip side of this, a song called Hickory Dickory Rock, as done by Danny Lamigo and his Jumping Jacks. Came out on June of 1956 on the Andrea record label. Now, David Browder requested the flip side of the 45. So here you go, David. Here is your request here. Listen to the lyrics here on this one, though. It's from June of 56. Danny Lamigo and his Jumping Jacks. And this is on Andrea Records. This is the same label that the Harptones recorded for. This song is called Chicken Feed. It's for David Browder.
She says chicken feed. She says chicken feed. She says chicken feed. She says chicken feed. What I have to do to prove my love is true. Pick her up in my jalop. Take her to that candy shop. Spend every penny that I got. Then I blow my top. That ain't chicken feed. That ain't chicken feed. She said, what I have to do to prove my love is play that jukebox every night. Feed the dimes in left and right. Then she says, let's have a bite. Whatever time, it ain't chicken feed.
you go, by request for David Browder. That's Danny Lamigo and his Jumping Jacks from June 1956 on the Andrea record label. Chicken Feed is the name of the tune. And they would have two more releases in 1957, one on the Josie label, another one on Jubilee Records, and in 1961 recorded as Danny Peppermint and the Jumping Jacks. I think that was on the Carlton record label. Three more 78s to go before we sign off here. I would have been done if I wasn't 15 minutes late, but listen, what are you going to do? Especially with these sleeves. You see me struggling with these ridiculous sleeves. Now, Barbara bought me a bunch of them, but I'm going to complain to them. But let's go back to Harlem, New York. We are in the year 1956. This is the debut single for this group. The side I think that hit the national charts was the flip of this, a song called Shirley. But I like the ballad side of this. It features Leslie Martin on lead. This is with Leroy Kirkland and his orchestra. It's the group's first of three on the OK record label. We go to November of 1956. These are the Schoolboys. The Schoolboys with Leslie Martin on lead. And it's a classic. It's called Please Say You Want Me.
Please say you want me to be your love. I have always wanted you to be my love. With the stars up in the sky, you realize, then you will realize that you belong to me. So much for you, my dear. I have almost died for you, my dear. I hope you do decide to be my love. Then you will realize that you belong to me. Please say that you love me. Oh, please be mine. Please say that you care for me. Then I'll stop this crying over you. Please say you want me to be your love. I have always wanted you to be my love. With the stars up in the sky, you realize, then you will realize that you belong to me.
That's the sound of the Schoolboys, their first of three on the OK record label from November 56. Please Say You Want Me, Leslie Martin. Did I say Miller? It's Leslie Martin. Leslie Martin on lead. That's got to be a classic there. Used to make all the, like the top 500s, at least here on WCBS FM. That record used to be played during the day, but no more. Two more 78s to go before we sign off here. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York for this next group. They first recorded for the Derby record label. A song they do I like, Bend in the River, was Frank Gingaro played that for Johnny G. But they signed with Phil Rose and Lou Sprung's Glory Records out of New York City. That was in 1955. Their second release was their biggest hit, a song called Soldier Boy. But let's give a listen to their sixth release. This is their sixth of eight on the Glory record label from May 1956, featuring Jimmy McGowan on lead. These are the Four Fellows. The Four Fellows on the Glory label. It's called Please Don't Deprive Me of Love. The Four Fellows.
Deprive me of the sunshine that lights the sky. Deprive me of the valleys, the mountains high. But please, dear Lord, in heaven above, please don't deprive me of love. Deny me every pleasure this world has known, and take away each treasure that I may own. But please, dear Lord, in heaven above, please don't deprive me of love. Let me know the sweet consolation of two tender lips when I'm blue. Make those lips divine, true to only mine. That's all I ask of you. I live by your commandments religiously. If I should ever falter, then punish me. But please, dear Lord, in heaven above, please don't deprive me of love. Let me know the sweet consolation of two tender lips when I'm true to only mine. That's all I ask of you. I'll live by your commandments religiously. And if I should ever falter, then punish me. But please, dear Lord, in heaven above, please don't deprive me of love.
Dear Lord, I pray,
please don't deprive me of love.
That's the great sound of Jimmy McGowan and the Four Fellows there. That, what did I say? That was their sixth. There's 6 of 8 on the Glory label from May 1956. Please Don't Deprive Me of Love is the name of the tune. Thank you all for being here. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hope you enjoyed the All 78 show, the treat every 2 weeks here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this is really the only time I get to listen to my 78s. I really owe my records when I play the records for you, the listeners. So thank you all for being here. And again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I will be back here on YouTube on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight. We always go over, but I could do a little bit, but the requests have been really overwhelming that Johnny G's been getting, and it's really an attest to you, the listeners here. So I'm glad you enjoy this show. So tell your friends about it if they like this type of music. I know a lot of the younger folks that tune into the program, their parents are not computer literate. You have to set your parents up to tune in to the program so they know what to do. That's the main thing, because they don't get to really hear this music anywhere, and it's always music is such a great thing to put you in a great mood. I say that all the time. And whenever it was, something horrible, I would always gravitate to the music because it would kind of really make me feel better. So I hope you enjoy this show. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And we're going to close the show for this. It's getting dark early because we put the clocks back. So it's like dark now. But this is a flip side from last week. This group from the Bronx, New York, they were discovered by Don Carter. He was an agent at the time for Duke and Peacock and Backbeat Records, and they were looking for new talent here in the New York area, as many of the labels did, and they were discovered by Don Carter, and they were Norman Fox and the Rob Roys. I featured the A-side of this 2 weeks ago, a song called Tell Me Why. We're going to close with the flip side. It's an excellent flip side from September of '57 on the Backbeat label. And it doesn't mention Norman Fox on this side. It just says the Rob Roys, which is interesting. But the song is called Audrey. That's our closer. So thank you all for being here. And I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Everybody be safe, be well, and take care. See you next time. Just want to say, everybody, so long, Norman Fox and the Rob Roys. Audrey.
Do you love me?
Oh, my girl. Oh, my girl. I love you so. I love you so. I'm longing for you. Longing for you. You'll never know. Oh, be mine. Please be mine. Always and always. Stars in the sky are twinkling in your eyes. Please say that you love me. I love you. I love the way you walk and the way you talk. Kiss you the way I kissed you last night. Oh, hear my story and be mine, always and always.
I love you. I need you. Oh, my darling. Please, please be mine. My love is just for you. Just for you to share. Please, please love me. 'Cause I love you.
Oh, oh, Audrey, I'll kiss you the way I'll kiss you last night. Oh, hear my story and be mine, always and always. Be mine, always.